welcome to Back Issues. I'm Sal.
I'm Ethan. And I'm Ben.
Today we're going to discuss Infinity War.
Whoa.
Yes.
How are we
Remember
going to
that
stop
movie called Infinity War coming out? There was a comic that has no basis for that movie at all.
I thought the movie is just going to be Infinity Gauntlet.
It basically will be Infinity Gauntlet. But it's called Infinity War, which is the sequel to Infinity Gauntlet. Written by Jim Starlin with art by Ron Lim. Woof.
What are we looking at?
Oh, don't say that.
Look at how awesome this is. Look at all the plethora of superheroes with Adam Warlock prominently displayed in the center. So certainly Adam Warlock plays heavily into this story.
He should, right? Because he was the last person to have.
Yes, he wielded the Infinity Gauntlet.
Please tell me that Thanos does not play a role in this book because he quit after the first book and was like, I'm done.
Yes, he did quit at the end of Infinity Gauntlet, and in fact hung up his costume into the form of a scarecrow. If you're not familiar with Infinity Gauntlet, watch our full episode of Back Issues. It's over there. Where
he's like a farmer, right?
He's a farmer. Yeah, he sought humble, new beginnings for himself. You'll see what happens to Thanos. He is the most important character in the story.
Of course.
God damn it.
Yeah, a little bit of backstory for
Wait,
this.
This still revolves around the Infinity Gauntlet?
Yeah,
but it's Infinity War.
Yeah, it involves the Infinity Stones, kind of.
All right.
Yeah. So, Adam Warlock gets possession of the Infinity Gauntlet, which, of course, holds all the Infinity Gems. And so he's basically a god. And he decides to be a just god, he needs to be impartial. So he splits himself in half. We're going to cut the Adam Warlock in half!
No!
And give me...
Don't! You can have the Adam Warlock.
You are truly deserving of the Infinity Gauntlet. No. So basically he takes all of his goodness and all of his evil and he splits them in half and sends them away. And his evil, so that he can be impartial. Well, his evil forms a consciousness called the Magus, or Magus, which is this guy, who's just evil Adam Warlock.
Okay.
And he's
That's evil Adam Warlock?
Yeah.
We got the lightning bolt.
That looks terrible.
The Magus. He looks really stupid.
Yep.
And he is.
The gift of the Magus.
Yeah.
Stupid look for a stupid name.
Bingo. And
wait, does his good personality also create?
Yeah, it does form a consciousness, and she is the main antagonist of the Infinity Crusade, Part 3 of the Infinity Trilogy.
Wait, the good person is an antagonist?
Yeah, because she's the goddess, and she's trying to create a world without sin, which, if you've ever seen Serenity, can't work. Yeah.
Does it turn out like Serenity?
No. Nothing turns out like Serenity. Magus' whole thing is, he's from a timeline that... Magus was created before the Infinity shit.
Okay.
He's from a timeline where Adam Warlock is corrupted and turns evil or whatever.
Okay.
And when they solve that problem, his timeline no longer exists. So he's unmade.
Right.
But then when Adam Warlock expels his evil part of himself, it forms a consciousness and then is the Magus and is like, hey, you erased me! So then he gets all pissed off and he's gonna seek revenge against Adam Warlock, which is himself, for unmaking him in the first place.
Yeah, but he shouldn't remember that. That was
but
a
he
different
does.
reality.
And he's mad about it.
That doesn't make any goddamn sense.
Well, you gotta get on board if you want to read this 200-page tome.
Do we find out later that, actually, the Magus is not Adam Warlock. He's some thing that's existed since the beginning of the universe.
Oh, you mean the Parallax? And then it corrupted him?
Yeah.
No!
Okay.
No, okay, so Starlin expects you to jump on board for his ridiculous concepts that make no sense and cross cavernous leaps in order to get on board. The coup d'etat at the end of this book
Oh, wow, we're jumping ahead.
requires you to be on board for something that it's the fucking number 13, where it's I'm withholding information and won't tell you about it until the twist. And did you like the twist? Well, the twist needs to be, you need to set it up at the beginning. No, but I didn't tell you. If I told you the twist at the beginning, you would have known the twist was coming.
Wait, did Starlin also do the one where, Thanos got...
Everything Thanos is Jim Starlin.
So, when he got the power and, Thor was fighting him and all that crap?
Thor versus Thanos written by somebody else.
Okay.
And Jim Starlin didn't like that. So that he retconned
He's the one who
it
retconned
so that
it.
Thor fought a clone of Thanos.
That's right.
Because nobody can beat Thanos. He's the biggest, baddest, bestest character, and totally not a ripoff of Darkseid.
Because they also set it up where it's the Deus Ex Machina at the end, and it sucked.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That sucked, but for
They
totally
were
different
just
reasons.
ripping off Starlin style.
Yeah, they were trying to homage
Yeah.
Starlin.
And
And he was
Starlin's
like, no, fuck
hey, that's
you.
terrible! But that's you. No, it's not!
It's not. I'll show you what I can do. And then he did that. Thanos is on his little like farming planet. He gave up farming, by the way, and instead chose to explore the universe for like power or
That
something.
makes more sense.
Yeah, so Thanos is like documenting the universe using probes, but then he feels this presence behind him. It's Thanos, and he's like, "What? But I'm Thanos."
Yeah,
But
but
then-
I am your true self.
But then Thanos like leaves. It's not that. That would be a thing, like that you think about. There's a thing that's literal. Like no, there's a
There's two
Thanos.
of them?
There's just another Thanos, and it's not like a time traveling Thanos that's like himself and he's looking. No, it's another Thanos. We'll talk about it in a minute.
Oh
so
my god.
here, look at this. So Thanos uses his deep space exploration technology to like find info about whatever. Who cares?
Right.
Oh, he's spying on other planets.
He's like,
being
he's-
how do they farm? Because I'm really bad.
I'm really
I
bad
don't
at this.
actually know how
I
to do
shouldn't have
this.
thrown all my clothes away and then just left myself stranded on a deserted planet.
Here's the thing. I thought I had a field of wheat. They're just reeds from a pond.
I can't eat this.
This is nothing.
Nobody-
I can't
nobody
make food
wants
out of
this.
this.
I
I am
can't
so
sell this
fucked. Adam Warlock created, when Adam Warlock split himself, and there was evil Adam Warlock Magus, and we don't see the goddess until afterwards, so she's not even referenced in this.
Okay.
But Warlock decides, actually, the Living Tribunal, Eternity, and like the other Council of Elders in the Marvel Universe decide making the Infinity Gems all work together so that some asshole can become God is stupid. So they all
We shouldn't have done
So
it.
they decide
That's not how they work.
that you can't use them together anymore. They just say, no, you can't do that.
Here's the thing. We already wrote that story, and we can't have that story again, so we're just going to retcon
Well,
it.
So they
like-
say you can't do that.
Well, like, the Infinity Gauntlet is way OP.
Yes.
We have to nerf it. Because
Yep.
otherwise you can't make any stories about it.
No. So
Well,
they do, and
unless the person is, like, pure good.
Yeah,
Like,
or gets
no,
like,
because
bored,
then
or
then
like...
pure good is also corruptible. So Warlock, he doesn't lose control of the Infinity Gauntlet, but rather he splits the gems up among his friends, and they become the Infinity Watch, which is a
Okay.
team of nobodies that Adam Warlock heads up.
it.
No. Infinity War. All these characters behind me, they're all rubes and pawns. This comic, whose namesake is the basis for the culmination of the entire Marvel Cinematic Universe, is centralized around Adam Warlock, Thanos, Pip the Troll, Gamora, Moondragon, and other characters that no one could possibly say is their favorite character, except for all the people in the comments who are telling me that they are their favorite character.
Yeah, but they don't
now,
count.
as we
So
speak.
Wolverine and Captain America
They all
and
are-
Spider-Man,
they're all
they're
in it.
there. Mr. Fantastic, they don't get the
Wolverine.
gems.
He's
No.
No.
They don't even know the gems are in play.
They're not cosmic, so I can
Who
understand.
cares?
Yeah.
Jim Starlin does not give a shit about those
Okay,
characters.
Pip the Troll's not cosmic.
okay.
Pip the Troll just sucks.
Yeah, but
Oh,
Pip the
man.
Troll is also a member of the Infinity Watch, so he is a gem. He is Infinity Gem.
Yeah, because he got a gem, he's a member of the Infinity Watch.
That's right.
If you gave Joe Schmo an Infinity Gem,
He'd be a member
part of the member.
Yes,
Infinity
you'd
Watch.
be a better member of the Infinity Watch than Pip the Troll. That's what you need to know, is that there is no more Infinity Gauntlet, and Adam Warlock's not custodian of, like, all the gems, but he is, like, leading a team who, altogether, are custodians of the Infinity Gems.
Is he still the custodian of the Spirit Gem?
He holds the Soul Gem on his head, and
his
he...
face.
Yeah.
Soul Gem. Okay,
So he
yeah.
has
There's
a
a
Soul
spirit
Gem.
At least
gem,
that.
Jesus.
At least that.
Yes.
Syncs up.
But, by the
I'm
way...
gonna kill Ethan. Don't mind.
No, feel free.
We'll all see his Spirit Gem.
So, I know, right? What the fuck? So, he,
Well,
and
why does he need to do that though? If the tribunal
can't
and
work
everything got
together?
together and decided that they can't work together anyway,
they're still infinitely powerful, and
well,
they
this
shouldn't
is the
fall
thing.
into the wrong
How
hands.
can they decide? Because
because they've chosen, because opportunity has made them the deciders.
yeah, but like the gems still do what they did, right?
Yeah.
Like they were super powerful by virtue of what each one did.
Yes.
When brought together, it's not like they changed what they did.
No.
It's just you controlled all 6 ways to alter everything.
reality, yeah.
Yeah, but
but
so now you can't
how
do
do they
all
make
six.
it
when you
weaker
put them
they're
all together, you can't use them all together.
Well, how does it work? That you can only use one at a time?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, and they do. The Infinity Watch all has like access to all those things. Drax, the Destroyer, is also a member of the Infinity Watch, and Adam Warlock gives one gem to an unknown party. It was a secret
so
throughout
there
the
could be a
whole
mystery.
book. It's a mystery, yeah. So that there can be an
Is that the
artificial
twist
mystery.
that comes in at the end.
They
That's
do.
The twist, or
There is
another
that
twist?
is one of the twists that happens at the end.
Okay.
So anyway,
Alright.
Thanos is like farming the universe for information or whatever, and
Yeah.
there's another Thanos that's like spying on him, and he's like unbeknownst to it, and he finds out that there's like this thing out in space, and he wants to check it out. So he's like, "Fuck it, I'm ending my self-imposed exile. I'm gonna go out there and check it out. Gotta get my costume." Goes onto the Scarecrow, becomes Thanos again, and then gets like a spaceship and goes out into space to go find it.
Does his costume have any...
Like special significance?
Or anything?
No, but he looks like a badass.
Well, here's the thing. I'm not going to wear my farming clothes
Bingo.
in space.
No, I got. Well, I'm Thanos, and I need to go out into the world. And if anyone sees me, they must know I am Thanos. And I can't like debase myself by wearing robes in deep space. I might run into somebody important.
They can't see me wearing a dress.
No,
It's a tunic, by the way.
it is. So that's Thanos' plan. Right now, Thanos, all he wants to do is know what's up. So he goes out there. Meanwhile, on Earth, random superheroes are attacked by twisted, evil doppelganger versions of themselves. That's all.
Okay, so we got here.
The Spider Doppelganger.
Spider
That's
Doppel-
his debut.
This is where he comes from.
is where it comes from.
Oh shit!
The
okay.
Magus has created evil, twisted doppelgangers, because he's the antagonist, of the superhero community to distract them.
Okay.
He was able to create them because of his powers as
Yes,
the Magus?
he's powerful.
Yeah, he's like Adam Warlock.
Yeah.
He uses soul powers. Or whatever. Well, does the Magus have the soul gem?
No, he does not.
Oh.
No, the Magus has no gems.
Wait,
He's just powerful.
the
Well, Adam
picture on the
Warlock
back
had
is a
powers, right?
lie because
He does.
he has the gauntlet and all the gems, but they can't work together.
No.
Well-
Well, there's a whole plot about getting them to work
Let's
together.
see. Let's see
You got
where this
hold
goes.
your horses. So, Magus has all these powers.
Magus has many
lots of
powers.
Magus has many powers. Because he has collected fragments of cosmic cubes.
Oh.
And he's drawing power from them.
Okay.
And one of those powers is the ability to build like a fortress on an asteroid in the middle of space where his base of operations is. He also uses the cosmic cube to do anything, to facilitate any of his whims.
Right.
So the cosmic cube is in fact more powerful than the Infinity Gem.
Well, it's seemingly as powerful as the use of the Infinity Gauntlet. However, they're not, because Magus wants the Gauntlet. That's his plan. Even though he has nigh omnipotent powers, just by virtue of the fact that he has these goddamn cosmic cubes that power his citadel, that he can do seemingly anything from, he wants more.
So they
because
don't-
the idea is that, like, once you have power, you want more power. And so
Right.
it's corrupting his
Even
ability
though they've
to be
established no
reasonable.
limits to his power.
Yes.
Well, and not only this, but like you can't put a cube on a glove. The square, it just doesn't work.
it doesn't
you want
fit.
it to be
yeah.
round.
Well, the
Like,
glove
the
already
glove.
has the sockets for the gems.
Right.
You can't put a square gem in a round socket, you
That-
idiots.
That's a lesson for life.
Is,
So-
is this the visual depiction of the cosmic cubes?
Of the cosmic cubes within this crystalline power battery.
So you can't see them, but they're
No, that's a
they're in
reveal.
no.
A re-
So we
Cosmic
don't know
cubes.
what this thing.
No, it's just
Oh.
and
Where
you
does it
as
get all
the
this
reader
power?
you as the reader are just supposed to take at face value.
Right.
Holy shit! How does the Magus have this kind of power?
It's a
And if
giant
you're-
ruby.
And if you're me as a kid going, who gives a
Yeah,
shit
what the
about
hell?
any of this?
Wolverine's doppelganger looks freaking badass.
Yeah, this guy.
Terrifying and badass.
He's
Yeah,
a
right?
twisted evil version. He's all of his claws are in his fingertips, like Lady Deathstrike.
Yeah.
yeah. Wolverine just kills it. So
Oh,
Reed Richards is also attacked by an evil doppelganger of himself.
wait.
It just looks like Reed
It's just
Richards.
him with red eyes.
Yeah, Lim gets lazy as he designs the characters.
Yeah.
Spider Doppelganger.
That's-
6 arms. His eyes are kind of spidery. He's got fangs and shit.
He's got a mouth in the mask.
In the
yeah.
mask, yeah, it's scary. Wolverine, yeah, twisted evil version. He's got the costume, but it's a little bit different. He's got like sword, like adamantium claw fingers. And Iron Man. Iron Man's like a twisted, like he's a robot monster guy too. He's got spikes and shit. And Mr. Fantastic looks like Mr. Fantastic.
But he's got the red eyes though.
At the end of the
But
day,
he doesn't
Here's the thing.
he's just a dude.
I'm not going to draw Mr. Fantastic ugly because it would give me nightmares.
Here's the thing. I need this doppelganger, Mr. Fantastic, to impersonate the other Mr. Fantastic so he can't look twisted and evil.
Oh,
He's gotta-
oh
he's
wow.
gotta be
Oh, so there is
So
no
he-
rhyme or reason to the doppelgangers.
No.
So everyone defeats their doppelganger except for Reed Richards.
Who seemingly does. But then...
Ooh!
Oh.
Yeah.
Well, you don't really see, because what you see
Is
is
them
a
getting all
fight, and then
tangled up
one
in
of
each
them is
other.
defeated and the other one is standing up, but you see him from behind.
You don't see his
So
red
you
eyes.
know who it is.
Yeah.
Clever. All right.
Yeah.
There is
Let's-
evil laughter, though, so, you know, it kind of gives you...
So no.
No.
So
no evil laughter.
so Thanos winds up at the Citadel. He lets himself in. He wanders around. He bumps into Magus, and Magus, using the power of his doppelganger technology,
Yeah.
he created another Thanos.
It's a Thanos doppelganger.
It's a Thanos
But
doppelganger.
is
but,
it an evil thing?
right? No, it's
It
just
looks exactly
no.
the same.
It's not like this is your evil self. No, it's just another Thanos.
Well, here's the
Well,
thing,
you're
like,
already evil, so
you're already evil, so it's just another
It's
you.
just
Yeah.
you. That's how you know you're evil. Your
Right.
doppelganger looks like you.
Yep.
By the way, it just looks exactly like you, much like the Reed Richards one.
Yep.
Yeah.
So Reed is also evil by that logic.
He's pretty evil. He's like he does look a little different.
He
so
does
he's
look a
like
little
not
different.
fully evil.
But because he can
He's
stretch,
got more wrinkles on his chin.
but because he can stretch, he can also like change how he looks a little bit.
true.
Oh, Reed, I thought you meant Thanos.
Yeah. Oh no,
Yeah,
Thanos
no.
Thanos looks exactly the same. So Magus is like, yeah, I'm seeking ultimate power.
So they
and
kill the doppelganger at the end? Or they kill the real Thanos and the doppelganger's left?
No, not until later. Because the Thanos that Magus makes is seemingly as powerful as real Thanos.
Yeah.
All right.
But he is kind of a rube,
Oh.
and he but because like Magus used like the brain patterns of the original Thanos, this doppelganger Thanos is the same Thanos. It's the same fucking thing.
Right.
Anyway, so yeah, Magus is like, yeah, I've got these plans, and I got this crazy battery thing that's going to power my plans, and you play an important part, Thanos. That's why I made another Thanos here to watch.
In fact,
Okay.
I don't even need you anymore since I have my Thanos.
Right? You think
You can
that?
fuck off.
No, but Magus has, as I like to call, a ridiculously circuitous scheme to hatch that involves
course.
everyone playing to type and doing what they do best. So, you know, Magus is like, you're going to help me, and Thanos is like, no, I will seek ultimate power for myself. And he's like, of course you will. So you two Thanos' fight. After Richards...
By the way, the horrible Spider-Man thing, he just fucking kills it. Spider-Man just kills that Spider-Man.
That is
doppelganger.
actually referring to a Spider-Man tie-in to this event
Oh.
that I own, because I was reading at the time, and I'm like, what the crap just happened? Spider-Man's dealing with the Hobgoblin, and then the Spider Doppelganger shows up out of nowhere, and then, like, Hobgoblin shoots the Spider Doppelganger, and it falls
Oh.
back onto spikes.
Okay. So
if
Spider-Man
you
didn't do that.
No, but if you're just reading this out of context, it looks like it.
I can also see Galactus is involved.
Galactus is involved as well.
What's he doing?
Galactus is noticing the like huge amount of power being used in the universe, and he's like, "This seems like a job for Galactus to get involved." Because
Not sure what's
'Cause
going
I'm
on, but I'm
hungry.
pretty sure
Scarlet-
I need to be involved in it.
yes, well, Galactus isn't just on a quest to eat everything; he's also like an elder of the universe.
He's also like a cosmic busybody.
Right?
It's like,
He
hey,
needs to be involved.
Hey, who's using that power over there?
Yeah, and didn't
on?
consult me.
Yeah.
So he's the dad of the universe.
Kinda.
Yeah.
Hey! You better not use
Get
all
your
the
feet off
power!
that ottoman! Yeah, he's very much like that.
We don't just get that for free, we gotta pay for that.
Yeah. So the superheroes are like, I can't believe we just fought each other. So fucking Reed Richards calls a meeting. He calls the event. He calls all the important teams in 93.
Oh my
That is
Calls Alpha
the
Flight,
crappiest
so-
Avengers, the most important team ever, the X-Men, the West Coast Avengers, X Factor, Alpha Flight, the New Warriors. they're called.
Warriors, yay.
And Reed Richards calls everybody, and they're all like, "What's going on?" He's like, "I don't have time to explain it. Just come to the Baxter Building and meet with me." So all the superheroes go.
Really?
Yeah, they all go. So they all meet at the Baxter Building.
Quick,
And-
let crime run rampant throughout your city for a little while.
Who are all these Avengers?
Oh, that's Crystal the Inhuman, Hercules, the character from Myth and Legend, Cersei the Eternal, Vision, Black Widow, Black Knight, who's a English knight, and Captain America. You know, everyone's favorite Avengers.
Wow.
Also, the West Coast Avengers got Wonder Man and Hank Pym and Spider Woman, also sometimes known as Arachne, and Scarlet Witch.
so
and
they,
US
just,
Agent.
they took the ones that you know and they just split them up
Yeah.
and added in random ones.
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
Galactus wants to know what's going on, and so he kidnaps Doctor Strange and brings him to his vessel far in space.
Oh wow.
He's like, Strange, figure it out for me!
All right.
And meanwhile, you know, there's infinite power to be obtained in the universe, so naturally Doctor Doom is involved, and so he uses his influence and power to contact Kang the Conqueror from time. And he's like, Kang...
From time.
Yep.
Kang should just show up and be like,
which Kang
Which
is it?
time? What King?
It's Kang. So
Kang.
Of all
he
time.
calls Kang.
Kang should just show up and be like, You lose! And then leaves.
I know! It doesn't work out for you. I'm sorry. Bye.
No, it's so great. The
Damn it.
Kang Doom plot's my favorite part of this whole story. Because, okay, there's all these fucking terrible plots. The superheroes, they fight doppelgangers. They go to the meeting place. It's a Reed Richards doppelganger.
Right.
He has a gamma bomb. He's just waiting for all the superheroes to show up so he can blow them the fuck up.
No, he's gonna turn them all into Hulks!
I know it should, but it doesn't. But Sue blocks the bomb, and they go like, "Hey, we almost all got killed and shit. We better figure this out." And then they
I
just
can't believe that was a trap.
yeah. How could who would think to bring all of us into one location at one time under suspicious reasons?
Anyway, Reed, why did you
That's
call
why
us
you wouldn't
here?
just tell us over the phone.
Right? And he does say, "Why can't you just tell us over the phone?" He's like, "Nope, you have to be here in person in order to tell you."
I have something very good to show you.
I got something.
It's gonna be great.
It's really great. You're really gonna like it. You
Plus,
guys,
there's like
you
free
gotta come
pizza.
see it,
You're
though.
gonna see it. By the way,
Well-
there is a pizza party. Like at one point, I
I
think.
was gonna say punch and pie.
Yeah, I think Speedball orders pizzas, and then they all get blinked out of like not out of existence, but they all get blinked across the galaxy, and then Speedball's like, "Hey, you brought your pizzas," and you're like, "Fuck you." But anyway, the superheroes have a plot where they're all derps,
Yep.
and then you have Galactus, who's like, "I think I know what's going on," and he gets involved. You got Doom and Kang, who are like, "All we gotta do is follow Galactus, and when Galactus gets to where we're going, we're just gonna sneak up and we're just gonna cut him in line and steal the power." And then you got Thanos, who's like, "I need to work with Adam Warlock and the Infinity Watch to figure out what's going on." So then Thanos teams up with the Adam Warlock and the Infinity Watch, and they're the most important people ever. So we go to Monster Island, which was established in our Fantastic Four episode,
Yeah.
where Mole Man takes over Monster Island.
Oh my god.
The Infinity Watch are like, "We're monsters, no one will accept us," blah. So they live on Monster Island.
The Infinity Watch lives on Monster
They all
Island.
go to the same place.
No, the Infinity Watch are all in one place. Yes, of course. They keep... Yes, they're all stewards of the Infinity Gems, which, of course, if they're put together, will cause cosmic destruction and godhood. So they all live together in one place.
Well, here's the thing. We can't hold hands and use our individual
No.
stones. But we can be 3 inches away from each other and use our stones.
Precisely.
Well, we can also be killed all at the same time,
And then
people
have
just pick
our...
them up.
Well, they're all pretty powerful, though, we think.
Well, it's okay because, like, even if someone picks them up, they can't use them all together. So it's like they're
Because
not.
actually, fucking Eternity
Yeah,
said
except-
no.
Yeah, because actually.
Yeah.
So
All right,
Thanos
I like
teams
that.
up with the Infinity Watch.
Yep.
And he's like, "We all got to work together." And they take a very, very short amount of time to agree to that term.
Wait, Thanos doesn't get an Infinity Stone.
No.
Thanos,
He-
why?
I assume there's a conversation where they're like, you can't.
No,
have
he
one.
never brings up like,
Okay.
"You got to give me a stone. I got to get a stone."
Because
Like,
that would immediately be like, oh, you
oh,
fell off the
come
wagon,
on.
you're out.
Yeah, no, So
Yeah. So is he sincerely trying to help, or is this all part of a fucking subterfuge?
okay, Thanos is genuinely trying to stop the Magus.
Okay.
And he does genuinely work with the Infinity Watch. He is not playing some other sinister game.
Okay.
It is so on Thanos-like, it's bizarre.
Well, because
Well, this is the Thanos that learned a lesson.
yeah,
he did
who
learn a
was- who
lesson.
was a farmer for a while.
And this was, like, we are actually kind of going on a little journey with Thanos here.
Okay.
Yeah, because,
It-
like, his biggest enemy is himself.
Yes, which is why Magus made another Thanos to illustrate that that idea.
Yeah, but didn't he defeat him in combat?
No.
He got blinked out of like the out of the location.
In the middle
No,
of the fight,
I
they
think
used
Magus
someone.
attacked him with all the other superhero doppelgangers for a minute, and then Thanos like leaves.
Oh well, if you're gonna be unfair, I'll just leave.
Yeah, but I love Doom and Kang because Doom's like, "I need you and your like other dimensional technology to get me through like the galaxy and to like hide from Galactus and other cosmic beings, and you need me because I came up with the idea." And both of them in their thought bubbles like, "Yes, we will work with you until we double cross you." Yeah. And they both are thinking to each other. They both like say things like, "Well done, Kang, you simpleton. I will destroy you the next chance I get." And it's like, "Thanks a lot, Doom. It's great working with you until I destroy you blowhard." And you're like, "Oh
And
my
that's when the telepath
god."
that's around is just like,
Amazing.
No, it's just the two of them.
Guys!
It's great. The two of them are just the same. Are just these two braggart douchebags, which is also hilarious because like there's some theories that suggest that Kang is Doom in the future. So it's like Doom's teamed up with himself, and he's gonna betray himself. Like, god damn it,
is
Doom!
it because they're both, like, metal?
I don't.
They both wear fucking masks.
No,
and they're
it's-
super
there's a-
powerful, and
there's,
they're,
like-
green.
I think Kang was the one who was like, "I'm you in the future," but like I think it might have been like a
Like a
ruse.
trick.
In any case,
Like an idea that
Yeah, let's see that.
one of the writers was trying out.
Yeah.
They like this idea.
Well, I liked. It
Maybe.
was more like a theory, you know. Oh God. So I mean, I got to the Gamma Bomb already, but
Yeah.
beforehand, Wolverine shows up and he's like, "You don't smell like Reed Richards," and the heroes are like, "You're a filthy mutie, and we can't trust you." And Daredevil's like, "He's not really Reed Richards," and they're like, "Oh, Daredevil says it's okay," but they all start fighting anyway, and so we have a little mini civil
oh
war.
my
Daredevil's a
God.
lawyer.
Yeah.
They fight.
They fight each other.
over whether or not it's actually
great.
Reed Richards.
So all the heroes are fighting each other, and the evil Reed Richards hits the button. So they're all fighting. They go, "Oh no!" So they all look like a bunch of idiots
in this
with their
fight,
pants
no one's
down.
keeping track of the Reed Richards who's in doubt.
No, but Moondragon and I think Pip the Troll blink in like a little way because they're like, we can't teleport directly in the middle of the Baxter Building to tell them about like the Thanos problem and the Magus and all that because it'll surprise them. So we'll blink into like the rooftop next to the Baxter Building, and so they do just as the Gamma Bomb explodes, and then they both go, "Whew, fuck that," and then leave because fuck the superheroes, what a bunch of idiots anyway. And Spider-Man gets like knocked out by a Hawkeye doppelganger, and so he's unconscious for the rest of the book. Him
God
and Hawkeye.
damn.
Someone doesn't know what the hell to do with them.
Nope. Well,
in this
because
book.
they don't have fucking cosmic powers, and I don't know anything to do with these characters.
Yeah,
so-
neither does Beast.
Nope, but because he gets to punch other characters in a stupid misunderstanding. So the heroes all fight.
Well, you said Sue deflects the Gamma Bomb.
She deflects the Gamma Bomb, and then Magus like opens a portal with evil Thanos, more evil Thanos,
Right.
And then like steals the Reed doppelganger, goes like "fuck off," and then leaves. And they're like, "What the fuck is happening?"
Okay, they don't steal Evil
no,
Reed.
well, he leaves
Evil Reed
it.
just walks with
He
them.
just
walks
walks out
out.
the door.
Yeah.
Then they just
I'm with these guys now.
So Evil Reed is
Jumps.
super important to all the other doppelgangers were killed, but he needs Evil Reed.
Nah, not really.
Why does he
revealing
bother himself to recover
because
one random doppelganger?
Because he needs them to play a crucial role in his ridiculously circuitous scheme.
Well, I need them to follow me.
Yeah.
All right.
So-
who's the chick with the flames?
That is Galactus's current herald, Nova.
Oh, okay.
And
She's
not
no
to
Silver Surfer.
Yeah. Yes. But she's gold.
Right.
And
Gold
she-
Surfer.
And not Nova with the thing.
Yeah, not the member of the Nova Corps, but rather
Yeah.
her name is just Nova. They're all like, we gotta figure out what's going on. So Galactus and Doctor Strange and Silver Surfer and Nova all like follow the power trails. Like there's like a map towards the ridiculous power source.
Wait. Is Doctor Strange just a bloodhound for this?
More or less.
He's just using him like a tracking dog.
Yes, like I need you to like
Come on, boys,
tap
slow down, slow down, come
into
on.
the dimension. Yes. so Strange like okay. So Strange like uses Galactus's ship and technology to facilitate his ability to like see between dimensions and stuff and do like hopping throughout like galaxies. So they go, and then Doom and Kang follow them. So the whole plot with Galactus and Strange and everybody, they're going to follow these traces. They think they're going to like the power source, but it turns out that like they're actually going to like random like pockets of power source that are not that are connected to the Cosmic Cube battery,
Yeah.
but are not the Cosmic Cube battery. They're just they're breadcrumbs that lead you to
Right.
the Cosmic Cube battery.
Okay, somehow they're tied to it, but it's not
Yes.
like it was used there. It's just somehow...
No, it's just they're connected.
Yeah.
So
And
they
they
go
don't
there.
notice that a ship is following them the whole time.
No, they don't because they're using Kang's ability to cloak the ship. Yeah.
He has that.
Oh
Well,
yeah.
he just has a giant
He
cloak.
can cloak it from Doctor Strange, who can track a power source across dimensions.
Yes.
But he can't see a cloaked ship falling.
No, he cannot.
Okay.
You know, like Han Solo can't see the Slave One tracking him in a pile of garbage. He's
Yeah, but he's
He's
not
like-
Doctor Strange. He
he's
doesn't
like
have
12 feet away.
magic powers.
no, but seemingly he does because he has like technology.
All right.
So then we meet up with Eternity, who is like the physical embodiment of the universe itself.
Okay.
And
Right.
he is immobilized in a catatonic state, thanks to the power battery that Magus is using. Basically, he is taking Eternity off the table so Eternity can't just step in and solve this problem.
And Eternity has what relation to, like, the other super powerful beings?
He's one of the elders of the
Oh,
universe, but he's
okay.
also like the physical embodiment of the universe itself. It's why you can see like the universe within him.
Eternity couldn't step in and stop the Infinity Gauntlet when Thanos had it.
Well, he could have, but he didn't. And then he can also decree that the Infinity Gauntlet cannot be used anymore, but only if it is judged by the Living Tribunal.
So the Living Tribunal, they're not in the universe?
They're outside of it.
Okay.
Yes.
So when he's talking to him, he's not like looking inside himself, like, hey.
No,
what's
no,
going on?
no.
That'd
He
be
he
weird.
more just like says like Living Tribunal, show yourself, and he's like, hey, what up?
I like that we're flipping past a lot of bullshit dialogue.
Yeah, well, it's like Black Cat wants to watch over Spider-Man because she's secretly in love with him, and you're like, okay, fine. So
And May just fucking monologues for a while.
he does. Well, he's talking about he's filling the gaps, but like Warlock is also having a problem because like he's neither good nor evil, so he's like conflicted. He's like, I'm responsible for this, but I'm also like neutral, and so maybe like
Well, hang on a second, because he split into Magus and something else, right? So how is he still there? Like,
well, he just took his evil and separated it from himself, and the power of that manifested into a being that happened to be the evil future doppelganger of himself.
Yeah, he removed his good and his evil,
Yes,
but
he didn't-
Warlock still remained.
leaving
okay.
himself.
I thought he like split himself in half. Okay.
No, he only split the morality of himself away from.
So he's amoral. He's
Yes.
the embodiment of amorality.
Yes, he is.
Okay, I can see how he'd have a problem with
He's
that.
like blind justice, I guess.
Yeah, that's what he's trying to accomplish, and
but
he fails. Yeah. And it's great because he's like, fuck this, maybe I shouldn't do anything. And Thanos is like, I need you on this.
right.
And it's kind of cool because you see this moment where like Thanos is like, you have to come. And Warlock does not respond. And Thanos is like, fucking, why am I being nice? and then he's like, well, whatever. Like, it doesn't matter what you think because we still need to go. So the superhero community, after almost dying, they get a couple of their mystics because they're like, we'll call Doctor Strange. He's gone because he's with Galactus. But they call a couple of other psychics and mystics and stuff, and they get together, and they basically all combined are almost as powerful as Doctor Strange. So they try and like figure out what's going on. And in fact,
Quasar's
and then
there.
Quasar shows up. Wendell pops in, and Quasar is kind of like important because he's like a guardian of the universe or whatever. He's like a human who's also able to like chat with Eternity. He's the one who knows that Eternity is in like a coma.
He's in a coma, okay.
So he goes back to Cap and he's like, Cap, we are this is above our pay grade.
It's real bad.
It's bad, Cap. We better work together. So they all team up.
They'll
And you're
stand
like,
next
wow.
to each other.
So all of the most popular characters at Marvel during the time, which totally doesn't date the book in any way, stand together for a picture nobody takes, and then they use the Mystics to track the breadcrumbs that Galactus is following, and then teleport themselves there. So they go to
Oh, hey, that was the pizza scene.
yeah. Speedball doesn't get to go because he
because
sucks.
he sucks ass.
But does he suck as much as Penance?
No.
That's right. I love these moments where like it's Eternity, and then the Living Tribunal shows up, and the Living Tribunal's just like, I did sense the need for education and came here. Eternity, I await the appeal. Like, it's just what the fuck?
Like he's just shouting.
The
but he's
Grand
not
Galactic
like,
Inquisitor is here.
Living Tribunal, pull it back a little bit.
Yeah, but that's how he talks.
This is me pulling it back.
I don't
Nobody
rein it
can
in.
hear you, man. You're outside reality.
Yeah.
You don't have to shout.
Yeah. So the contingent that goes off, they're off the table. They're in space, but there's a whole bunch of other superheroes that are left behind
All the shitty
To
ones.
do
Yeah.
what?
to fight the
fight the
doppelgangers.
doppelgangers,
Kabam! Magus sends the doppelgangers.
But does
Is
he only
that
send-
Magus's only power?
No,
No.
Magus has many powers.
He's got
As
all
we
kinds of
established,
powers. He can
Magus can
teleport,
teleport
stuff.
people and create
All he's doing is
doppelgangers.
make a doppelganger.
Well, he's just sending the
It's
doppelgangers.
just his go-to move. He's just not very creative.
No,
Does he only send doppelgangers of the superheroes who stayed behind?
I believe he does.
Because I'm like, well, there's Gambit. Well, okay, that's a Gambit doppelganger.
yeah,
And
and there's Nighthawk, an evil Nighthawk.
and even like, why doesn't he send like evil doppelgangers of?
Wolverine, and
Yeah.
because he's going to use those later.
Oh,
So,
Oh man, is the evil doppelganger of Speedball Penance?
That'd be amazing. Unfortunately, we never. I think we do see him, but it just looks like evil.
Planets hasn't been invented yet, right?
No, not for a good like decade. But so the Infinity Watch is ready to like leave. You know, they're like,
Oh, are they ready to do something now?
yeah. Well, they all sat there while Adam Warlock pissed himself complaining, and then finally he's like, "I guess I'll go." And so Thanos and the Infinity Watch are ready to go, and that's when the superheroes show up, and they're like, "Fucking, you're working with Thanos."
Oh, now we gotta fight! Yes!
And Mega's like, yes!
Yeah!
And then this double-page cover of Infinity War number 4, you know, shows you, oh shit, cool stuff's about to happen. Don't worry, it doesn't. And so, you know, the superheroes fight the superheroes are fighting their doppelgangers on Earth. The superheroes are fighting the Infinity Watch on a far distant asteroid. Doom is arguing with Kang in their little like 2-person spaceship.
And each of them are thinking thoughts.
Yep. Yeah, they're all thinking about how they're going to defeat each other. And Galactus is like, if this power is such that I cannot overcome it, then I will probably need to use the Ultimate Nullifier, which is unthinkable because the Ultimate Nullifier could destroy the universe itself.
If you don't use it carefully.
But yes, well, if you don't use it
to be nullified.
yeah, well, it nullifies like everything.
No.
So
Well, does it...
it's the
It nullifies what you want, right?
pretty much, but it
If only I
could.
could remember where I put it. Someone has it there, though.
Yeah.
Uh-oh.
The nullifier is interesting because when I think it first showed up, Reed Richards steals it from Galactus' ship and threatens to use it on Galactus if he doesn't go away and not eat Earth.
Right.
But the implication was that Reed Richards was willing to destroy all of existence in order to do it, and that's what scares Thanos or Galactus away.
Oh.
But now
So it just nullifies reality.
it
Or
nullifies
existence.
it nullifies the universe, like the place where you are. It'll nullify like planets and shit. It won't nullify like consciousness.
Okay.
Or-
so it nullifies like a local area.
Yes,
like
it
it's
is
limited in
You
range.
can fire it more or less,
Right.
And I know this because later Quasar will get it.
He does fire it, I assume.
He does fire it.
Okay,
Okay,
because I
I
was
was
going
just
to
about
say...
to ask, does anything ever get ultimate nullified?
No.
No? It gets fired,
that's-
but it doesn't nullify anything?
See,
Well, that'd be the great
fucking
thing.
You gotta
misses.
strap in.
That'd be the
my
great thing
God.
if
Oh,
the-
that happens in this book?
Yeah.
You
Alright.
use the ultimate nullifier, it just nullifies itself.
Yeah. So finally, Galactus and crew, they're on their way to the Citadel that Magus made,
Yeah.
but Doom and Kang cut in front.
Yep. They
And-
figure out where they're going.
Yep,
and they're
make
like,
land. Yeah,
somehow
they
we're faster.
Oh yeah, they cut the tether and then they go. They know where they're going. The heroes all fight. Doom and Kang figure out that it's the power's actually shards of it's like 2 cosmic cubes and shards of other cosmic cubes.
Okay.
And so they're
Even
like,
though-
shit, like you can't use all these cosmic cubes together. You'll
It's
fucking
too many
break the universe.
cosmic cubes, man.
Yeah, exactly.
It's too powerful.
They're different colors and shapes.
Yeah.
How many
3 of them are
cosmic
not
cubes
cubes.
are there?
Okay, well you can make one, so like it doesn't. It's not like they're naturally occurring.
Oh.
You know, it's not like Infinity Gems that like come from the Infinity Well. Like cosmic cubes, like you can build them if you need to. So there are as many as people know how to
So
make.
did he find them,
He
or
found
did he
them.
make them?
He did not make them. He found.
Why doesn't he use them to make more of them?
That's a
and
great
have
question.
even More power.
I know he doesn't do that because that's not part of his plan, Ethan. His plan is to be revealed.
Well, Ethan,
So-
you should be able to answer that question. Can you create or destroy matter?
Well, I assume he would use the power to assemble them from other things. You know, like grab a star and make a cosmic cube. Out
Right,
of it.
he should, but he doesn't do that.
Since he
So-
seemingly has no other limits to his power.
I know. So Galactus stops at one of the like power stops
Mhm.
and bumps into the Infinity Watch and all the superheroes and everything. So they're all
Wait, they're there?
Yeah, they show up there. So Doom and Kang like they take a shortcut, but Galactus stops at this one place
Yeah.
with his team. So everyone's there. And Galactus is like, there are too many people involved that don't know what's going on. So he uses the power on his ship to link minds with everybody and then get everyone on the same page about what's happening so that no one is confused or needs to be like brought up to speed.
So we can save a
Is
lot
that
of
a
dialogue.
power we've ever seen Galactus use before?
I've only seen him use it once and in this story.
Okay.
Galactus also has many powers.
Galactus has technology on his side. He could use
He
the
could
power of his
Well,
ship.
yeah, I guess he's got an ultimate nullifier sitting in his ship. He could have a thing.
And
that
it's just
lets
on
him
a
read
shelf.
minds.
The ultimate nullifier is like this big.
So he's like Superman. He just keeps all kinds of crazy weapons in his
Yeah,
lair.
he's been around since the Big Bang. He knows he's seen a lot of shit, and he's collected even more, and it's all on the boat.
I got a lot of
So-
trinkets.
Yeah.
They're powerful, but, you know,
So
it's a little cluttered.
So the team is like, what are we going to do about this? The Magus seemingly has all this power, and Eternity itself is like rendered catatonic, and there's like nothing we can do about it. And
Have you tried going to his base and fighting him?
no, not yet.
That's what Galactus was going to do. Why doesn't he just say like, okay, let's all go, let's
I
continue
know.
my plan?
I know, but then Warlock comes up with a brilliant idea. The only way to battle whatever power that the Magus has is to use the Infinity Gauntlet.
Right.
So he asks everyone from the Infinity Watch to give him a gauntlet, or to give him a gem, and he assembles the Infinity Gauntlet, but it doesn't work, and that's when he finds out that
That it's been nerfed.
it's been nerfed by Eternity itself. So then Galactus is like, right, you can't use it because the Living Tribunal determined, as an emissary from the One Above All, who is just God, that the gems can't be used in unison anymore. So what we gotta do is we gotta go to nowhere, like the space between everything.
Oh, an actual place.
Well,
Got it.
no, I don't mean like the place nowhere from Guardians of the Galaxy, the movie. I mean
no.
like
But
the,
I just gotta go
outside of
the
reality
universe.
itself, go to
Somehow.
Eternity and the Living Tribunal, and then plead the case to be able to use the Infinity Gauntlet.
Okay. Well, have they tried just using it? Just using
They did, yeah, Adam Warlock had
well,
these,
not
like-
use it, but like, we'll just use like the really powerful Infinity Gems, like
No,
to fight.
it didn't work.
Just use the Power Gem.
No,
maybe.
they
'Cause, like
they don't
by
think of that.
itself, the Power Gem is really powerful, or
Yeah.
or the Space Gem, or use the Mind Gem to like take over
The Magus'
influence
mind
Magus'
and make
mind.
him stop
He's
it.
just a guy, right?
I know.
He should threaten them with the ultimate nullifier. Be like, I'll destroy
They do.
the nothingness that... What?
They do threaten him with it, but we'll get there.
We're not even there yet. Okay.
Then Magus shows up and he kidnaps Adam Warlock because he wants him to see his plan come to fruition.
He
Oh.
kidnaps him with the Infinity Gauntlet, like Adam Warlock still has it.
Yeah.
Did they go to the Living Tribunal yet or not?
Not yet. They're going there. They're on their way. Well, they're coming up with this plan.
Okay.
Seems like even with one of those Infinity Gems,
It should be a problem.
that Adam Warlock should be like, nope.
I need you guys to forget about the idea of using the Infinity Gems single-handedly
As their own
because
thing.
they don't do that.
They don't even think of it. Or
They
talk
they
about it.
use Pip the Troll uses the Space Gem to go to move around.
Okay.
Like that's the most that they
use it in
use.
the like lamest, most basic way.
Yes, and
Yeah.
none of them say, "Well, if I have the reality gem, I should be able to change reality, right?" No, no one has that thought.
I could just use the Time Gem and
Yeah,
just
and
not
go
be
back in
kidnapped.
time and not let
I
that
guess that
happen.
would end the book, so they can't think of that.
That's right.
Oh,
What
our
is
superheroes
this?
have to be lame.
Oh.
What are these balls?
Those are space balls.
Those are Earths. Magus is trying to bring about his reality, his Earth, his timeline.
Wait, like a doppelganger Earth?
Oh, the one he
Yes.
came from originally?
Yes.
Oh.
So
Okay.
because of his the power he's using from the cosmic cubes and shit, it's working, but the two Earths can't occupy each other, so one will be destroyed, and so you're seeing
Just make an Earth over there.
Put it over there.
yeah, or just go there's a multiverse.
Yeah.
Go to the one where you're from. They don't do that, so
Well, it was destroyed, wasn't it?
it was destroyed.
So he's got to
Well, it's unmade, but
recreate it.
every time that you make
Well-
an alternate reality, it's just over there.
I can understand wanting to destroy our Earth to make room for his Earth.
Well, he also
like
wants to-
taking vengeance.
Yeah, he wants to fuck with Adam. Yeah.
Yeah, but I mean, it shouldn't be
It's-
that hard then.
No,
it's
it
just
shouldn't.
Earth. He doesn't want all the other planets from his reality.
Well, I think Earth is a
Or is this
representation of
happening
the
to all the
universe.
planets
It could
in
be
the
that
whole
it's happening to
universe.
all of them, but we only
we don't
care
really
about
give a
Earth.
shit about Earth.
Yeah.
We're very self-centered.
It's funny because you know that Jim Starlin doesn't,
Right.
but he knows that the reader at least will be concerned that the Earth will be destroyed.
Right.
So he uses it as an illustration.
Earth? That's where all my favorite superheroes live.
Exactly.
And it does show it happening to the moon too, so I guess you can.
You can
okay,
infer
it's
that
happening
it's
to
happening-
everything in
yeah.
the galaxy. Okay.
Yeah, even Zenla is being destroyed. So Thor winds up getting blinked back to Earth, but he lands on the moon and he's hanging out with Watcher, and Watcher's like, "Hope you fix this."
Yeah, it's
Nothing I can do
pretty
about it.
bad. I'm here, so shit's going
Well, he
down.
lives on the moon.
Oh,
So it's more like
that's
he's
just his
like,
house.
"Hey Thor, what's up?"
Oh, he
he's
didn't
like,
show up because it's such a critical event.
he's there too. It's like, Thor, you
Also
catching
that.
this? It's more like he showed up outside of Watcher's house, and he shows up. And he's like, "Holy shit! The chase that's happening on the highway just passed my house." It's that kind of thing.
All right.
So he's talking to Thor. Doesn't matter.
like,
Thor
I
doesn't
gotta
play.
go.
Yeah, Thor doesn't do anything. He'll go, man, I wish I could go back to the other place with my friends, and then he does. So,
Well, that worked out for him.
yeah. So Thanos teams up with the superheroes, and Warlock is now with the Magus and evil Thanos.
Evil Thanos, yep.
But not, like, willingly.
No, he was taken.
No, he was
Yeah.
kidnapped, and he doesn't like become corrupted or anything. He doesn't want to do that. But Thanos is like, okay, Warlock has the gauntlet. We know the gauntlet doesn't work yet, but Galactus has left with an emissary. He brought Gamora with him, and so
Not Doctor Strange?
no, he wanted Gamora. So Galactus and Gamora go before the Living Tribunal to try and get the Living Tribunal to convince Eternity to allow the gems to work in unison so they can use the Infinity Gauntlet to stop the Magus.
I
Right.
thought Eternity was in like a coma or whatever.
It is still in a coma. They need to wake him up. So,
Oh.
but there,
So they got a lot of steps.
there's a
Jesus.
couple steps going on. So,
But
What the
he's
fuck was that?
fucking standing there, though.
yeah, but he's just like this.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, but his face always looks like
No,
that.
Eternity's. Here's the thing. They're not like in a room. Eternity's there. He's like this. Then the Living Tribunal shows up where Eternity is, and he's like,
Right.
"Hey." And then Galactus shows up. Actually, Galactus, I think he says like, "Hey, Living Tribunal, I wanna have a talk." And Living Tribunal's like, "Sure." Poof.
All right.
So he shows up, and Galactus like, "Yo, you need to fucking make the gauntlet work." And he's like, I don't know. So the hero's like, "Oh
It
shit."
worked well for us last time.
Yeah, so Galactus is having like a grand, which would be really cool. It should be cool. You'd have like a courtroom scene.
Yeah, yeah.
No. He just says, "Can we do that?" And he says, "I don't know. Eternity's got to wake up first."
You gotta convince
Eventually,
me.
Eternity will wake up, and then he says yes. So,
Oh my god,
What
yeah, it
wakes
just jumps to
Eternity
him. First he says, you better make your case well, and then he's like, I have heard your words. Like, you missed the whole argument!
yep.
That's so dumb!
No, the whole argument is this. Galactus brings him up to speed about
He
the
just tells
Vegas.
him the story that we just heard, and they're
Yes.
like, oh, that's pretty...
Yeah, he tells us the story that he used a machine to bring all the other superheroes up to speed on in the first place.
That's so lame!
Completely.
He needs to make an argument for, like, the importance of, like, reality.
He's got his hands on his hips. He's already made his point.
Oh
Look
My
at how-
point is, look at how much effort I've already gone through. Just
Exactly.
reward me.
Usually I just drift through space and eat people's planets. Look at how much effort I'm doing. So,
If I care about what's going on, then you know
yeah,
that it's super important.
exactly. So Magus kicks the shit out of Adam and takes the gauntlet. But it doesn't work. And Adam's like, "You're a tool. The gauntlet doesn't work." And Magus like, "I know.
If it worked, I would have defeated
Yeah,
you with
What do you
it.
mean, I know?
Yeah, this is all part of my plan. My plan was to create a threat for all of you to be so desperate to defeat that you would assemble the Infinity Gauntlet and then convince Eternity himself to allow
it
it to
back
work
on.
so that I can have it and then use it.
No!
So he knew that it wasn't going to work?
Yes!
How did he find out that
'Cause-
Eternity turned it off?
Because Magus is really smart.
So Magus is just a master strategist.
Yes.
That's it.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And he has, like, near godlike powers thanks to all the cosmic
And they
cubes.
just fell for it.
They all fell for it.
You fools!
fools.
You
Now-
fell into my trap.
Now hang on just a second, because all Magus did was go and get Adam Warlock. So why couldn't he have just gone and get the other members of the... Like, why did he need them to form the Infinity Gauntlet? He could have just taken them all.
Hey, because why? Why do all that when they'll do it for me, the fools?
Yeah, okay.
Those rubes. So Doom and Kang are like, nobody knows we're here. And the Magus doesn't either because they're so unimportant. Magus completely didn't notice them. They are the Frodo and Sam of the ring.
All right.
Nice.
But it's Doom and Kang, but they're more ineffectual. So
So it's more like Frodo and Gollum.
yeah.
Because they just want to fuck each other over.
It's true, actually. So Thanos is like, so if Galactus fails, we need another plan. And so I'm thinking maybe we should use the Ultimate Nullifier before Magus gets the if Magus gets the gauntlet and Galactus is successful,
Right.
then we're all fucked.
So then we use the Ultimate.
So Quasar volunteers. I will take it. I will take the Ultimate Nullifier to the Citadel and blow it up.
Okay.
And knowing full well that it will also unmake him.
Okay.
Quasar! Quasar!
Quasar, no! So Quasar is willing to make the ultimate sacrifice. Because at first, like, Thanos is like, I'll do it. Nah.
Unless somebody else wants
That's
to.
it. And then Quasar's like, I will. And he's like, whoo! Here you go.
Yeah.
So then Quasar goes. And
I'm sorry,
all the
who
heroes,
are you? I'm
Yes.
Quasar! That's what I thought.
What's your first name? Wendell.
Oh,
Very
Take
well.
you can die, I don't
Wendell.
care.
Wendell Vaughn. So Quasar goes and takes it, and he goes to the Citadel.
What
and
is this with Gamora, like, fucking merging with Galactus?
Galactus imbues Gamora with some power cosmic so that she can enter eternity and then remove the ailment that is causing his like catatonic state.
What's
But
she gonna
Eternity is
kick
just
it?
the universe, so he's
Yeah, but
he's
he's also like a guy. He's like an elder. The Eternity himself is sentient, but he also is the physical embodiment of the universe.
I don't know what
So
that
he has a
means.
face.
I know he has a face, but he's got the universe inside him. So if you go inside him, you're just going into the
Yes,
universe,
it's true.
right?
Well, it's more of a physical representation of the universe. It's not like if you go into him and like it's like, oh, there's Saturn. You just go through him and there's Saturn. No, like it's more like you're seeing the full totality of the universe within his body. So Gamora wakes up Eternity.
Okay. What does she do? She like yells at him, or
No, Galactus describes it as using her like a scalpel on the like as a surgery tool that will solve the problem of Eternity's catatonic state.
There, Pluto is no longer a planet. You're fixed.
Exactly.
that,
Yeah,
she makes
she makes
Pluto
Pluto a little smaller and therefore can't be a planet.
Do they explain like how he got into a coma?
Magus did it.
Okay, so she's just going in to fix whatever.
Whatever Magus did. Mm-hmm.
Okay, is
Yeah.
she like a? Has she been established as like she has medical abilities,
No.
or? Okay,
This isn't actual medicine.
it's not
It's
actually.
not.
It's not Gamora for any particular like symbolic reason or anything.
No.
Starlin just randomly picked Gamora.
Yes.
Okay.
Well, he chose it because he likes using Gamora.
Okay.
She's a member of the Infinity Watch.
Okay.
Here's the thing.
Right.
I already
Which-
used Doctor Strange. I'm done with him.
Yeah.
Okay.
Put him aside.
What about why not Pip the Troll?
Right? Because Pip the Troll, that would be ridiculous.
Yeah,
That
trolls,
would be ridiculous.
Trolls can't fix anything.
Pip
Yeah.
the Troll is a wisecracking, like, comedic character.
Why not Drax?
Because Drax is also a wisecracking comedic character.
okay.
He's,
But also, like,
Drax
is
is like a buffoon
Okay.
in this version.
Well, like in the movies. Kind
More of a buffoon.
of. More of a. Okay.
He's like, me, I'm Drax. Like, he's stupid.
Okay. Okay. All right.
So then, the Magus is like taunting Adam Warlock. He sees that Quasar's outside the window with the ultimate nullifier. And then Doom and Kang jump into the fray. And everyone is blindsided by it. But Kang shoots Magus. Doom shoots the control panel.
Oh.
So Magus is like, you asshole! You broke the machine I'm using! I can't stop Quasar from using the ultimate nullifier now!
He's gonna destroy all of
And
us.
Doom's like, give me the gauntlet. Oh, by the way, Kang, Flash, give me
Yay!
the gauntlet. So he's
Hey,
like,
Doom wins and not Kang.
yeah, he goes, give me the gauntlet. And just as Magus is handing him the gauntlet,
So Doom gets it?
no.
No.
Damn it!
He was
No.
about to.
He's about to do it.
He suggested it, but didn't.
No, Magus is like, oh god, I don't know what to do. And he starts to hand it to him.
Okay.
Just to take it off. And then they work.
Okay.
And so Magus stops the ultimate nullifier from working so that when Quasar fires it, doesn't work.
Okay.
And now Magus seemingly has godlike powers using the Infinity Gauntlet.
So now there's no stopping him because he has all the cosmic cubes and the Infinity Gauntlet.
Yes.
And he can do anything.
That's right.
Okay. All right. That's pretty bad.
So
Yeah.
our heroes are screwed.
That's right. Oh, by the way, he does let the ultimate nullifier work. But just on Quasar.
Does he unmake Quasar?
Yeah. So Quasar's like, fire! And it just goes backwards and then it unmakes it.
Suck it, Quasar!
Yeah.
Oh, but it doesn't unmake the ultimate nullifier.
No.
Well, no, I
Can't
want
just-
that.
Well, I guess yeah. He selectively made it work just around Quasar's body.
Yep. Because fuck Quasar.
I would love it if that was actually just the trick of the ultimate nullifier. It's
Yeah,
like,
no,
look,
it
if
doesn't-
you were going to unmake everything,
It just-
you're an asshole.
You deserve
to
it.
die.
That would be amazing. It's the riddle of the ultimate nullifier. So then Magus has his Jafar as a genie moment where he's like, the universe is mine to command! And fucking Adam Warlock's like, oh, not so fast, Jafar!
Also, Eternity's like, what's happening inside of me?
No, we see that, like, Magus can do anything and blah, blah, blah. But as it turns out, Adam Warlock gave the last Infinity Gem to a secret source, as you might recall.
Yes.
And that
Wait.
secret source was Thanos when he was in self-imposed exile.
Oh.
Then how did
So he's
Adam
not.
Warlock have all of the
He
gems?
doesn't actually have all the
didn't.
gems. Is one of them like a
No,
trick
Thanos.
gem?
Yes, one of them is a trick gem.
Ah.
So he's using the gems seemingly in unison. Thanos switched gems at some point, and so when Magus gets the Infinity Gauntlet, he can't actually access like all the gems.
So
Okay.
he should be able to figure out pretty quick which one he doesn't have, right?
He doesn't. Because he's so like
I guess he hasn't tested each one
yeah,
yet.
he's so excited about having all this newfound power.
We're
that,
still
like, he's ready
blown
to go.
away by like, woo! Look what I can do.
Yeah,
Yeah.
exactly. He's still swirling planets and shit.
So can you figure out which one is missing based on the fact that we know he was able to stop the Ultimate Nullifier?
Yeah, I
guess?
don't remember which one it is.
Well, let's
and
see.
frankly, I couldn't care less.
on that page? It's saying all the
I
different
want to
stuff.
understand the logic. Well, he's
Yeah.
just describing what he would be able to do with it, but he hasn't actually used it yet.
Wait,
No.
are all 6 there though?
Yeah.
He lists all of them.
Oh, damn it! I
He's
was
just
hoping
saying
one
like
was
what he
missing.
expects.
Yeah,
to
he's like
happen.
time, space, mind, and
That'd be amazing.
Heart, Mati, you son of a bitch!
yeah,
All right. So
Wait, no, Mati? Or is
Mati.
it Kwame?
No,
I can't-
Kwame's the one with Earth.
Yeah, okay.
Yeah.
I can never remember that.
So Thanos fights Thanos again
Okay.
because the superheroes all because they have nothing to do. They fight their doppelgangers again.
Thanos has an Infinity Gem that works, and
No,
he still
Thanos-
has to fight his doppelganger.
Yeah, well, because Thanos himself is also like super powerful, according to Jim Starlin. So when he fights his doppelganger is also super powerful, and because it's based off Thanos, he's also a despot who really wants power. Like he was planning on tricking and betraying the Magus,
Of course.
as well.
Right.
And Thanos is like, well, there's only room in this universe for one Thanos. He doesn't say that,
Right,
but he
but
might
that's
as well have.
basically it,
And
yeah.
they fight, and you're like, who's gonna win? You don't get to see, but then real Thanos is like, of course it was me. There is no other Thanos.
So
There is
wait,
only Thanos.
this is like the ultimate battle, and you don't see it.
Yeah, you see him like punch.
I mean, they're like punching,
but it doesn't matter.
but like whatever. It's just two big purple guys hitting each other at the
Yeah.
end of the day. Okay.
This
So while this is happening, you're thinking, well, none of this matters because
Yeah.
Magus has the Infinity Gauntlet.
yeah,
So why
oh, yeah.
why are they even still fighting? Like,
Exactly. No, I mean, look, watch as Adam Warlock and the Magus fight, and
well, how are they fighting?
because Adam
Warlock
Warlock.
doesn't have anything to fight with, right?
Yeah, but he's also pretty powerful in his own right.
Oh.
Yeah,
Well,
well,
why
wasn't
doesn't
that powerful
Vegas just
against the
use
Infinity Gauntlet
one of
the
his-
previous time?
Gems to
Yeah.
like.
Well, the reason why Adam Warlock is because Adam Warlock doesn't have the gems. Their gems are on the gauntlet.
No, that's what I'm saying. Why isn't Magus just in the fight by like
Oh yeah,
using Reality Jam or,
Right.
or
Well,
Power Jam? on it,
maybe
like-
it's because he's trying to focus on using all of them at once, and because like he's
it's not
missing
quite
one
work-
piece, he's
yeah.
like it's not quite working. But the
Okay.
other part of why he hasn't immediately defeated Warlock is because within Warlock is Infinity, the flip side to Eternity, another cosmic entity, and then Eternity and Infinity merge together to become one singularity, and then they together unmake the Magus. Yeah, were you expecting Eternity and Infinity to show up at the end of the story?
I'm
or
sorry.
wondering who Infinity was? Well,
Infinity is
What?
something?
Infinity is a separate cosmic entity that is like the sister of Eternity, and she's there too now. And so they merge together into one entity, and then they beat the Magus.
Are you fucking
No.
kidding me?
No, that's what happens.
They created a character last second.
No,
that
just Infinity does exist. It's just that they established that Infinity is in some way involved in the story right now.
Right now. And
Yeah.
was inside
Warlock,
Adam Warlock
the whole time. Like the Christmas fucking spirit.
Now wait a second. They went to all the trouble to establish. Well, did they even establish that he doesn't actually have the Infinity Gauntlet, or do you not find that out until later?
You find that out later. Oh, well, you find out that he didn't actually have the
Oh.
Infinity Gauntlet after Infinity and Eternity together defeat the Magus and then put everything back to where it's supposed to be and trap the Magus within the Soul Gem itself so that he can't escape. And while the Infinity Watch is all hanging out on Monster Island with Thanos, Thanos kind of gives the exposition that says, like, I had the other Infinity Gem, and, so he never had it in the first place, and I did the switcheroo, and so there was, like, Magus could never have won.
Okay.
Then Eternity shows back up with the Infinity Watch, and he's like, hey, I hope you like that little trick, but guess what? I have decreed that the Infinity Gauntlet can never be used again in another story! And then he leaves.
He blows ass and then leaves.
and then leaves.
Much like this book is doing.
Yes.
Didn't they already decree that it couldn't be used again?
Well, they did in the beginning.
Yeah.
And
So
then
he's
but then he
he
says
just sent
that
it
can.
back to where it was, where it's like, well, they don't work anymore.
Yeah.
Yeah, but you said that before,
Yeah.
and then they did again in
He's
this
like, yeah,
book.
but I can change my mind if I want to,
Yeah.
and I'm telling you I'm not going to again.
Unless
just
I do again.
Just take my word for it. I'm not gonna.
Yeah. What's hilarious is then Bendis, about like 15, 20 years later, does a story called Illuminati, in which the Illuminati, Reed Richards, Black Bolt, Doctor Strange, Professor X, Namor, they're all like, hey, Bendis didn't read this fucking story. So, are the Infinity Gems still a thing? And so they all get together, they go on their own crusade, they become the Infinity Watch, and they all get the gems together, and then Reed tries to use the Infinity Gauntlet to will itself out of existence, and he can't because the gems can't do that. Also, it's like, you can't use the Infinity Gauntlet. Eternity said that it can't be used and use it. But Bendis didn't read that story, so whatever, moving on. And also, like, wouldn't the Infinity Watch have something to do with that? No, they're all in different places. They're all... It's just...
They just gave up the Infinity Watch.
He just didn't care. He didn't even know that was a thing. Guarantee you.
It's
Bendis
amazing.
did not even know the
So,
Infinity Watch was
so
a
when
thing.
they scrapped up the Infinity Gems, it was just from totally just random places.
Mhm.
With
Yeah.
No tie to where they had been.
No.
At the end of the
Before
story.
before that, no.
So at the end of the story, everything's reset, right? All the Infinity Watch has the gems that they had before.
Yes.
They just get them back.
Yep.
As if nothing ever happened.
Mhm.
Okay.
And then we tease, because Thanos goes back to his exiled planet,
Yeah.
and he's like, I try, like, he kind of like reflects on the experience, where he's like, when I first started my adventure looking for godhood, I discovered that I wasn't really deserving of it. Nobody really is. And I thought to myself, like, you know, isolation and exile is the way to go. But then I took myself out of it, seemingly kind of like selfishly and and random, the way that Eternity decides when the Infinity Gems can be used in unison. He doesn't say that, but we are saying that now. And he's kind of like, you know, like, if I can change my mind about that, maybe I can change my mind on all kinds of things. Like, maybe life is meaningless, and who knows? Like, so he's like, what does this mean for Thanos now? So, like, the beginning of, at the end of Infinity Gauntlet, Thanos is sitting on the steps of his little house, and he's like, like, what does this mean for Thanos? And at the end of the story, he sits on the steps of the little house, and he's like, what does this mean for Thanos? And then
And we
it
don't get
ends,
an answer.
You know, and then it ends with the audacity to tease a third epic involving Infinity Anything written by Jim Starlin that references what happened to the Cosmic Cubes and how they factor into the good side of Adam Warlock. And who is the goddess? And will she be a greater threat than the Magus? Who cares?
How could a good side be a greater threat?
Well, because because the way that Gandalf wants to use the One Ring of Power, like, you don't understand. Through me, despite my act of doing good, it would wield a power too terrible and great to imagine.
but you see, Gandalf refuses the ring because
Yeah.
he is good.
Right, but if
Well, also the ring is inherently evil.
Yes.
That is not the case with the Infinity Gauntlet.
And
or is it?
Well,
Or
no,
the Cosmic
or
Cubes.
the
it doesn't
Cosmic
matter.
Cubes.
It doesn't. No, the Cosmic Cubes have no allegiance one way or the other. It's just that
I guess
if-
power
it's
is
more-
ultimately bad.
It's more like
idea.
there's no such thing as pure evil or pure good, or there shouldn't be, because if you have two extremes, neither one is beneficial. It's why Warlock expelled like goodness from him in the first place, because if he was all good and yet Adam Warlock as well, it wouldn't have been able to. He wouldn't have been able to fairly like judge the universe.
Well, yeah, he wouldn't have been impartial. He would have been good.
Right, but is all good good? And it's like, you know, like,
what does that even mean, though?
well,
Like,
you
what
know, like,
all
is
good?
it good to kill Galactus, or is Galactus's, you know, quest to consume randomly part of the cosmic balance? Like, will you tip the scales in one way or the other? In your effort to do good, will you ultimately create evil?
So if Galactus wants to eat Earth,
That's bad.
that's bad.
Well, it's
Well,
bad for us, but
is it bad
but
in
is
a
it
cosmic sense?
not necessarily?
Maybe not.
But it's more like it would be more bad to kill Galactus for eating Earth.
And that's the kind of thing that she wants to do? Is like...
No,
No? Okay.
no, she's more like a religious zealot
Okay.
that tries to expunge sin from existence.
Okay, but sin doesn't
and evil.
exist.
Yeah, but
Well,
it does. Like,
but-
well, it's like let's expunge those
Neither
who
does
commit it.
Galactus.
Infinity War is a complicated mess for no good reason at all.
It didn't need to exist.
There's mysteries abound, but like why? And there's like questions that need answering, but the questions only exist so that they can be asked, not so that they can be answered, or so that they can be answered and then blow your fucking mind by how awesome that was.
Yeah.
And there are those
Everything's like arbitrary. There's no way to predict what could happen because
it's all made up.
And
Like,
the ending
it
is
doesn't
not
fit
meaningful.
into each other.
Yeah.
No, and like
there's no inherent logic you can like hang on to.
no.
Yeah.
Except for the inherent logic of like, well, Doctor Doom will
That's true.
betray his colleague.
Yeah.
And like Thanos
Every
is
time.
always going to pursue absolute power.
Yeah.
And like Warlock will probably just be a good guy at the end. Like there's things you can take at face
Yeah.
value, but the story itself is all predicated on, arbitrary nothingness.
Yeah.
It's just like which I guess is a kind of an idea that you can explore with the Infinity War. Infinity War. I'm going to put a link in the description box below. I'm going to put a link in the description box below this video so you can pick up Infinity War if this appeals to you
For some reason.
But if you clicked on this video to catch information about the Marvel Cinematic Universe's Infinity War, you are out of luck because Adam Warlock is not a character in that movie, and
Sorry.
Spider-Man will be important in it, and I guarantee the Magus won't factor in any way.
Neither
So-
will Infinity.
Now, how do you know Adam Warlock won't be in it?
Because he's going to show up in Guardians of the Galaxy 3.
Oh. Yeah.
So thanks a lot for watching, everybody. We'll see you guys next week with another episode of Back Issues. I'm Sal.
I'm Ethan.
And I'm Ben.
Bye.